I inherited my parents' house with my brother, but he refuses to sell the house or buy me out for my half, and the home needs major repairs. What now? This is a really common scenario. It's actually very funny that we get to see this as a question being asked out onto the internet sphere because this happens all the time. And what can you do? You inherit the house, you want to be able to sell it, or you want someone to pay you out for it, and your sibling or the other party just isn't ready. They're just not ready. They don't want to do it. And the home needs really major repairs. Like there's bills that keep coming. Even if you have a paid off mortgage, you still have a lot of bills against a house. You still have to pay for all of the utilities, the updates, and the maintenance. So just because you paid off your mortgage doesn't mean the home care ends. Legal answer, you have to file a partition action in New York State. A partition action will have the court that will force the sale of the property, and the proceeds will be divided equitably, like evenly between you, also taking into account whoever has put in any expenses or any repairs or actually funded that process. Now, partition actions are expensive. They are lengthy. They take a while. You have to serve all those parties, and they go in front of the Supreme Court, which is the lowest court in the state of New York. The highest court is the Court of Appeals, and the lowest court is the Supreme Court. But it is a Supreme Court action, so it is a county court action. It does cost about $1,000 just in like fees to get started with service process and court fees. So it's not inexpensive, even if you don't count in the lawyer fees. This is a warning. This is a really good example of why you have to be careful about how children inherit houses. Because if they put both of them on the deed, one of the favorite things for our clients that we love to do are TOD deeds. It makes children inherit those houses together at the same time. No one can outvote the other, and you can't sell the property without the other's signature. So those problems show up when two children are put on the deed and they have two completely different personalities or two completely different perspectives of what should be happening with the property. Unfortunately, we can't predict which child of the children is going to be the one that says, "Oh, I'm not dealing with this at all. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to move forward with it." But it is something to be taken into consideration of. If you do have this situation where you want to give your children property and you want them to take the real property, but you're thinking that they're not going to have the same opinion, then one of the best things you can do is put the property in a trust and nominate a trustee. That way, the children aren't fighting each other. The trustee is going to sell that property and then give the money to the two, or the trustee will manage, if there's extra cash inside the trust, those home repairs, being able to make it fit for sale, right? Updating the pieces that need to give it more profitability, because we don't want to put houses on the market that have a lot of problems with them. It's going to be, it'll be really hard for us to then actually sell and offload it for any realistic value if the water's not working or there's issues with the home. If you need help with this, if you know that this is going to be an issue in your family, you need help with this, we can help you. If you know anyone that's going through this that needs more information on a partition action and what they can do, please save and send them this video so that they know they're not lost. There isn't no remedy under law. They're not just stuck accepting what their siblings telling them. They can go to an attorney, and that attorney can help them file that action and actually offload that property before more expenses occur. Again, it's an expensive process. It's a last resort, but it is there and it is available. Have a great day.